Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back on the level 1 account, early season. What is it? Only like day 3 or something? Day 3 or 4 of the season. We are already up at top 30 in the world. We fell back one match, but at our highest today, we were 29th in the world. And just quickly, let me show you guys the website in case you don't know. You just type in here, capital B, Birdiss Royale, and then like Plola or something behind it. It's a Japanese live ranking level 1 website. So there's I guess the actual URL up there. Well, I guess you can't really see it, the full thing, but anyway, then you go down here, current trophies ranking. So that is like the current, basically like the actual like top ladder leaderboard that's built into the game, except for only level 1 players. So as you can see here, there's some guys that's already at like 5,800, which is insane. I'm pretty sure I was talking to some guys in McClan. I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys, or at least the ones like that are higher than like 5,700, probably got like a lucky reset or something. Because I just don't think there's any way that they're even finding matches up there. Because like they'd only be matchmaking with like 4 other people. So I'm not sure how they got that high. Or I mean, they could have gotten it legitly, but I don't know, it's pretty weird that only a few people were that high up. So yeah, it's showing us now at 30th in the world. I was at like 29th or something earlier. It hasn't fully updated. I would be like 35th right now because I fell at 54-61 after winning one and losing one a few times. So anyway, that's the website right there. You can always check to see all this stuff, so you can go see the previous trophies at the end of the previous season. I didn't push the end of last season. I was just kind of going for 5,500. I never hit 5,500. I know I fell back a little bit, and I never really played again, so I'm probably pretty far down here. Anyway, I'm not going to look through there. But I was definitely somewhere in like 5,450 at my highest or something like that. Anyway, last season that is. So back to today's video here. So 54-61 right now. That would put us at like 35th. My highest today once again was like 29th. So yeah, pretty good day overall. I started using the Mother Witch, which is completely broken and OP. I've quickly learned. I was using Zap instead of Mother Witch, but yeah, Mother Witch is definitely a lot better, provides tons of value, even though, like, if you're facing a guy with Skarmy, it's basically 100-0 for you. So like this guy right here, I'll just speed this one up. Like, it is absolutely a 100-0 matchup. Just play Mother Witch right there. Look, we got especially because the tower 2-shots the skeletons, so the tower's not even killing any of the skeletons. The only thing even killing the skeletons is your Mother Witch. So your Mother Witch turns like almost every single one of the skeletons into a cursed pig or whatever they're called. So right there again, we already got the one tower down to 108. It's just an absolute slaughter out here. Let's see if we can fast forward a bit. No point in really watching this one, since once again it was a complete 100-0. So, once again, definitely do not recommend running Skarmy, or else that will happen to you if your opponent has Mother Witch. So I would always get up to like 54-70, and then I would lose to some dude who's like insanely higher than me, like this dude right here, who's probably, he's in Challenger 3 even right now, 5,600. So by the way, like last season, the trophy limit was 5,500 trophies before you would face max players. So 5,500, you would start facing max players. I guess this season that is no longer the case. My guess is that they moved it up to 6,500 because, 5,500 was in Master 3 or Master 2, that is, last season. So now that they changed it, like the equivalent of 5,500 is 6,500, because 5,500 was 100 trophies less than Master 3, and now 6,500 is 100 trophies away from Master 3. So if they kept it all the same, kind of, I guess, then I would assume level 1s won't be able to get past 6,500 this season. That's just my guess. They could have changed it. They never say what the limit is, really. That's just my guess on that. So anyway, without any further ado here, let's get into some of the actual replays right here. I will show some of my losses to better players and identify what I did wrong. Let's get that out of the way first, I guess, right here. Against this dude who I faced last. One of the things I think, too, that really gets to me is the waiting times. Like, I probably should have stopped playing. I was really trying to go for 5,500, so, I mean, I guess I'm glad I went for it, but once the wait times get past, like, a minute on average, like, this, I probably waited for this game for, like, 3 or 4 minutes. Like, you're not even really warmed up in the game anymore. You've, like, kind of just been sitting around for a while. I'm just, like, watching YouTube videos on my iPod near my phone, waiting for the match to load. So you're not playing like while you're waiting and stuff, so it just kind of like takes you out of the mindset, I guess. And then you enter a game and it's against some absolutely cracked player like this who's at 5,600 right now. And it's just really hard to win these. So right here, off to a really good start in my opinion. Everything's going in our favor. I'll speed this one up. It's not really that important. The start. Yeah, but then right here, that's where our elixir advantage goes away. He knows that. He plays a Mega Knight. Just all those little things like that. Like, and then we, of course, botched the Mega Knight placement on the Magic Archer, and it's kind of over from here. The Fisherman yanks back my Mega Knight, and he didn't 3-crown me right there, but that's pretty much where that game went south for us. So, yeah, I showed those two right there. Yeah, just really important making sure to have an elixir advantage, or at least be even on elixir in the beginning, or else you'll be in significant problems if they decide to go all in, like that dude who was obviously a really good player and knew what to do there. Alright, so I will show probably these 3 replays right here. Yeah, this third one here is really good. That's a pretty good player who I beat there. I had a lot of things go right for me in that match. Yeah, I guess I can actually show all 4 of these. I don't know. I'll show all 4 of these. At normal speed and tell you guys what's going on here and what I'm doing right and wrong, what they're doing right and wrong. So, right here in starting hand, he goes Bandit first play. We're just going to Mother Witch that since we have like nothing else in cycle. It'll give us 1 free hog there, and we are down 1 elixir though. So he goes the Magic Archer to counter that. We put a Magic Archer down. We're slightly down an elixir, nothing big though. So like at this point, if we're like going down like a whole lot more elixir, it'll be like a really bad situation for us. That's like a good thing to remember. It's like if you know that you're down a couple elixir early on, like you absolutely have to like take a bit of damage if they have something coming down your lane, unless you absolutely have to defend it. Like say if he just dropped an Ice Wizard down and you're like at a 3 elixir disadvantage and single elixir, you absolutely have to just let it go. So right here, this dude also has Skarmy, but yeah, I don't think this one was like a complete 100-0 because like he didn't use it that much. Like if like the dude who I showed who was like a 100-0 matchup, it's because he was like using Skarmy a good bit and kept using it even after I showed him I had the Mother Witch. So I'm pretty sure this dude played better. I'm not sure though. This was fairly low on ladder, I think. Well, not low, but closer to like 5,300 than where I'm at currently. Yeah, so he's going to drop an Ice Wizard to counter my Magic Archer there. We're going to drop an E-Wiz in the back. Right here. Pretty much even on Elixir, so we can go in aggressive with our Bandit right here. Oh yeah, I called it the good game early there, you know. Seen the Skarmy and all that. Yeah, I think this one might have been a really easy matchup too, because I'm pretty sure he did end up like not remembering to not use Skarmy. Did get a good bit of Magic Archer damage right there. But yeah, right here, misses the log on our Bandit. Feeds us some other Witch, and down goes the tower with that. So yeah, I'll speed through this one. There's not really a whole lot else to see. I guess this was another really easy matchup for me since he had the Skarmy. You know, he ended up 3-crowning him there pretty easily. So, I mean, yeah, this dude obviously made a few mistakes and had Skarmy into our Mother Witch. So, not the most challenging for us, but definitely not a completely free win either, I don't think, at least. All right, now onto this one right here. Is my Wi-Fi out? I swear. Yep. Alright, give me a second. Oh, looks like we're gonna go into it. Alright, yeah, my Wi-Fi is pretty bad right now. I'm in a kind of a dead spot in my house for my router. Yeah, so right here we have Bandit starting hand, and I mean, this is where my impatience usually leads to issues, because I'll just go Bandit at the bridge, and against a really good player, they'll just, like, lumberjack on it or use their own Bandit on it and just make sure to ride their elixir advantage for the entire match, and that's why they usually beat me. So I just absolutely refuse to wait until double elixir. That's like the absolute most boring thing you can do. I completely refuse to do that under any circumstances. Unless I have like all 4 elixir cards, then I probably actually will wait, but the chances are you won't. So I'll just go any card, 2 or 3 elixir. So I'll definitely log cycle. Log cycling, especially with Mother Witch, is like extremely good. Because a lot of times what people think is like a smart play is like if I just like log starting play, they'll maybe scar me the bridge, and then you just Mother Witch and get basically game over at that point. So, alright, right here, yeah, we obviously got a good bit of damage right there early on, so we're in a pretty good place right here, and then he drops a Night Witch in the back. We put Magic Archer in the back, always the best response to Night Witch, that or Mother Witch, I guess. Mother Witch could also be really beneficial, but I actually would rather do Magic Archer, since it seems like I've tried doing Mother Witch into Night Witches before like that, but oftentimes like the opponent will think like it'll just about be game over if he lets that go, so he'll like put a Mega Knight in front of the Night Witch, and when people do that against my deck, just put a Night Witch behind the Mega Knight, like that is like really bad for me, since if I Mega Knight on top of both of them, then the Night Witch bats will just swarm my Mega Knight and destroy it, so I'll have to get an E-Wiz down too. And oftentimes you're not going to have enough elixir for that, especially in single. So yeah, Magic Archer is definitely the best play with this deck to go into a Night Witch with, since they're not going to freak out and drop a Mega Knight in front of their Night Witch if they see a Magic Archer countering it. Yeah, right there, really good 3-crown for us. We played that super well. Alright guys, we're back on the replays here. This one against Trainer HSD played pretty well, if I recall. I think I might have actually come from behind a good bit in this one too. So, let's see here. Yeah, he has Log and Bandit in starting hand, so obviously a lot better than my starting hand. But at least we did have Bandit, so we just go Bandit the bridge. He goes Bandit to defend there, and that's just like the most annoying thing for me is the people that like just don't make starting plays and just like I should probably just stop going Bandit the bridge first play, like, completely. Like, probably go Bandit in the back or something, and not the bridge, because, like, otherwise it's, like, a lot more of a elixir advantage for the opponent. If they can just drop a same elixir response, or in his case, just play a Bandit as well, and then he gets his Bandit to survive and have to counter it still. That's just puts you in a bad spot, being in a early elixir disadvantage, even if you are impatient like me and just want to play the first card, not be waiting until double elixir or anything. Like, that's one thing for sure. I definitely refuse to wait until double elixir for to play a card, like, no matter what. Like, after like 30 seconds, that's like my limit, and I'll just play a lumberjack if I don't have anything cheaper. So right here, he plays my guy E-Wiz, and my thumb slipped. I meant to play Inferno Dragon like behind the tower so I could counter the Mega Knight and at least like save my tower a little bit. But obviously that did not quite work there, so obviously looking terrible for us right now. Don't even get an E-Wiz shot right here. Inferno Dragon's going to get shot down by the tower. He plays a Magic Archer anyway. So right here is like what I like to call like the early tower curse. When you or your opponent like takes a tower early, it like gives your opponent, or like me in this case, like a lot of determination to like come back, since you can pretty easily come back, and oftentimes what happens is once you take a tower early, you'll get like overconfident or something, or your opponent, that is in this case, will get like overconfident, like overcommit, like drop a Mega Knight in the back and stuff, and then you can just drop Inferno Dragon in the back, drop your own Mega Knight in front of it. So they're basically like screwed at that point, like unless they like really play well or something. So like right here is going into aggressive. He's dropping an Ewiz in the pocket. Like there was not really any point of that, even though he was like playing super well earlier. He just gets overconfident since he thinks like the game's already over. Maybe trying to get greedy and get a 2 crown or a 3 crowns. Now with 10 seconds left, I am going to be able to take the tower and have huge counter push in the right lane right there. But luckily he was able to get a Night Witch down and an Ewiz down, so he saves himself from losing right then and there. But yeah, I have his King Tower and Princess Tower like super low now, but the game's definitely not still over. The same type of curse could happen to me now, or maybe I think it's going in my favor and I get too aggressive. Yeah, elixir advantages are just so important in level 1 gameplay that type of stuff happens really easily. You can just go down entire towers, and it's like honestly more likely than not that you or the opponent will come back after that and win. So yeah, right here, tower goes down to 1 HP. And, like, at this point, like, if we didn't play that Mega Knight right there, like, he still would have won because we don't have a log back in cycle. That would have been the most sad thing ever. But now we finally have the log back in cycle, and we're able to log his King Tower that's at 1 HP for the 3 crown. That's just a lovely way to win. Of course, got to BM after that one. No, but really good game to that guy. I'd say he played pretty well. He's got a tiny bit overconfident. I took full advantage of that. This dude right here, he was at 5,500, so obviously ahead of me. But we were able to win this one as well. We played super well. Got a bit lucky in this one, I think, too. Because this dude actually beat us heftily earlier in the day, so it was really good to come back and beat him again here. So really good Lumberjack prediction right there on the miner. Like the exact spot. Just drop a bandit in the back, try to get a dash on my Lumberjack, take it out nice and easy there. So we don't really have a good answer to that. He's going to pre-log as well for the Ewiz. We have a nice Mother Witch placement right there. Gives us a free hog there, and we're going to get a bit of Ewiz chip damage here. Since he doesn't want to use his Ewiz, obviously we get 2 hits there. I have no idea how I got 2 since it was like 1 HP the entire time, but you know, sometimes the luck's got to be in our favor. Yeah, so right here, I've noticed recently, like, Fisherman does a lot more damage than I think it does usually. I'll usually let it go, but it does quite a bit of damage. Right here, when I mentioned maybe getting lucky in this match, like, he could have played the miner behind the Magic Archer, and that would have been a dead Magic Archer right there if he played his miner behind it. But no, we predicted that it would be in front. It's like a 50-50 chance. And we got lucky right there. We caught the miner. We were able to redirect it onto the bandit. Now things are looking a lot more in our favor here. We even get a Lumberjack hit at 1 HP on the tower. He plays Fisherman in the back. We play Ewiz. If you guys didn't know, if you play an Ewiz into a Fisherman, as long as they don't log or anything, the Ewiz will fully stun the Fisherman before it's able to swing every single time. As you can see right here, I don't think he did anything to protect it. Or he might have, I think. I think he might. Oh, no. Someone else dropped a Mega Knight there. I was thinking it might have been this guy. But no, he definitely did the right thing right there, just sacrificing the Fisherman. Not getting an elixir disadvantage to me. So then right here, I thought those bats surely would have taken out my Lumberjack, but those hogs just like pushed my Lumberjack. It was like really low HP. Just pushed him ahead like that, and he had to drop a Mega Knight. So right here, yeah, this is always the worst situation for me when they have a like Night Witch behind their Mega Knight and a Fisherman like behind the bridge. That's the absolute worst situation. We had a super clutch Mother Witch placement right there. Survives at 1 HP after getting jumped on by the Mega Knight. And then all our hogs go to the tower and get our tower down to his tower down to 198. So right here, just a couple logs away. We're going to start log cycling at this point once it gets to below like 200 HP. So now only 2 logs away. We still got to be like super careful because he knows we're log cycling. He's going to get desperate. He's going to, well, I guess not play well there because he could have defended those cursed pigs or whatever they're called. But no, he missed it on them. They get a bit of chip damage on the tower, putting it into 1 log range, and we were able to take the win for 35 trophies. Another great win right there. And yeah, that's all the replays I have today. So I guess later today or tomorrow I'll make that long-awaited deck building tutorial, and probably like a tutorial like how to get to Legendary Arena for all the guys that like were at 4,000 and are now stuck outside a Legendary Arena. I'll give some tips on that and deck building for that, and then I'll also make a deck building for like mid-ladder players like 5,000 and up. So until then, I'll be seeing you guys later. Make sure to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe as well. And also make sure to comment. No, there's like hardly any comments on my videos, even though there's like a fair amount of views on them. So yeah, just make sure to comment like whatever video you want to see next. Give me some ideas or something, give me feedback. So yeah, it'll be much appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.